Let's get into question 2 here. Can we solve algebraic equations that contain decimals and fractions? Yes, we can solve algebraic equations that contain decimals and fractions. We're going to take this triangle and we're going to find the area. The formula for acquiring the area of a triangle is 1 over 2 times the base times the height. First thing we do is label the base and label the height. The base is 3 and 1/10, and the height is 3 and 5/10. 1 over 2 in decimal form is 0.5, half. Now we just simply substitute it in our formula here. So we have half times 3 and 1/10 times 3 and 5/10. Alright, let's start here. Let's move back just a touch. So 5 times 1, well, that'll give us 5. 3 times 1, that'll give us 3. 5 times 3 gives us 15. Drop the 5, carry over the 1, and 3 times 3 is 9 plus 1, giving us 10. Now we're going to begin adding here. I'm going to clean this up just a touch so we can have some space here to remove this over there. Alright, back up here. Alright, start adding here. We have 5 dropping down. 8, 3 plus 5 equals 8. And then the 1 and the 0 simply drop down. Now what we're going to do is count these place values on the right side of both factors. We have 1 on our first factor, and then we have another 1 on our second factor. 1 plus 1 is 2. So that gives us 2 jumps. 1, 2. From right to left. And we can say that 3 and 5/10 times 3 and 1/10 equals a product, or gives us a product of 10 and 85 hundredths. Now let's rewrite the statement here. We have half times 10 and 85 hundredths. Alright, moving on here. Looks good. Perfect. So we're going to multiply 10 and 85 hundredths to acquire the base now of the triangle by half. So we have 5 times 5 giving us 25. Drop the 5, carry over the 2. 8 times 5 giving us 40. 40 plus 2 gives us 42. Drop the 2, carry over the 4. 0 times 5 gives us 0 plus 4 gives us 4. And then we have 1 times 5. That gives us 5. Moving on here. We have a 0. And everything or anything multiplied by 0 is 0. So we can just simply write 4 zeros for our second row here. 5 times 0 is 0, 8 times 0 is 0, 0 times 0 is 0, and 1 times 0 is 0. Now we add here, drop the 5, 2 plus 0 is 2, 4 plus 0 is 4, 5 plus 0 is 5, and we don't need to drop the 0. We could if we like. So now we count the decimal place values on our factors. Okay. We have 3 jumps, 2, from our first factor, and then another one from our second factor. Remember, we only count the decimal place values. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Looks good. So our final answer, or the area for this triangle, is 5 and 425 thousandths feet squared.